a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Minnesota Vikings. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big stroke like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They start the drive with Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We started with Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. The Vikings at 1-13 now on the year. They come in needing just to do something to stop this skid here before the season ends.
And let's face it, everyone now, they're looking to the leaders, both in the locker room and the coaching staff and, of course, ownership, because they've got to get a clear understanding about how everyone feels, because to me, you've got to focus on everyone in the locker room right now. That's what you're playing for. The future, it'll take care of itself.
A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Cousins now from the 50. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants 16. A good pickup there, a 22. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Left side, Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Cousins. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Johnson's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to wind up and air it out. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. Finding space at the 40. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. First down. Here's Cousins. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Now Jones. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. Well, his defense defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
It cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Cousins. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Throwing, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he returns this to the 22. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end. They're from good position there. A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Cook will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Tony to return it as he breaks that all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return. A scoop and score for the Vikings. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you get this squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Throwing on second and long. Jones. And it coughed out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Play fake. Cousins. And that is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
On third down, Cousins. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because
and now off to the races down the right side. The 30, 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 74 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Out for the PAT, here's Johnson. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Jimmy
4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And how about this, a fake? And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run the counter with Cook. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Jones on 1st down. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This is taken just shy of the 10 and able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead. So they're going to score because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. They do that. The great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Play action now. Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 33. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Jones. He's got Bellinger. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big, can go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's got room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 139 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Vikings are going to have the 18-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. So personally, just offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up second and 9. On second down, it's Cook again. They find some open field here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Another tote for the... No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A third down gain of 19. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 42-yard line. Cousins. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Azeez Ojulari came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack on first down, Cousins to Jefferson on the slant. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Cousins now. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Cousins throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total. Begin quarter number 4. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Here's Cousins. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Vikings 31, Giants 21.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Danielle Hunter able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And now here's another interception. Andrew Booth picks it off. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. Man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're... And intercepted! Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are right back in this football game. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away. Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. For his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back in the 9. Daniil Hunter, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And taken at the 46. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Star Latulele in on the tackle. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first. They go play action. Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable. Just a little short, though, with that marker. And Johnson's kick is good. So the big return hadn't fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only mustered 3. Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball. After that, they didn't even get a 1st down. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
This will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Jones. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The middle with Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47th. 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Throwing Jones. And this one too low.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 14. Off play action. Jones going up top. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Giants. Colin Johnson, 52 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Cook again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 142 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Cousins here to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Cousins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Cousins to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. He's got the 1st down and more than that. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, just about to break this game. So icing on the cake there for the clock gets over.
Finish things off exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Johnson for the extra point try. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can